Now I'm gonna leave Chantelle on the mic because she's gonna tell us why she got on the freeway. So give her another hand.
All right. Whew. I don't really know how much I have to say because you guys were watching the same thing I was watching, right? Why I got on the freeway? Oh man. I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. This means everything, that there's support for these cases, and this just shows that how important this is, and this really needs to get out in a really big way. So thank you. My story doesn't start on the freeway, though. It starts in 2016, like many others, when Trump was elected. The fear I felt, and I was paralyzed with that fear. And lots of other people felt the same way, I'm sure. I didn't really quite know what that fear was. I don't know if it was the misogyny, the xenophobia, the racism, everything that was coming out of his campaign, but I was scared. And I wasn't always political either. I moved here from Ohio in 2016, just a few months before the election, and being here, being surrounded by all these people that are actually the ones being under attack. You know, in Ohio, I didn't feel that same way. Took moving to Los Angeles, and these people are my neighbors, you know? They're being attacked viciously. Sorry. It wasn't until I met Refuse Fascism that I could channel where that fear was coming from and why I was scared. And I'm still scared because the planet, you know, is in danger. Okay, got that out. So it wasn't until I met Refuse Fascism and they channeled my fear, and I realized that it wasn't just the swing of a pendulum. You know, it wasn't just Republicans' turn and it'll be the Democrats' turn in 2020. This was something different. This had a different name, and this is fascism. If I didn't get with RF, who knows where I would be. Still just protesting my outrages just on Facebook. Maybe I would have attended one protest or two. Never would I have thought that I would have been one of these defendants that got on the freeway. You would have asked me in 2016, I would have been like, what are you talking about? What am I gonna do in 2017? You know, that was never part of the plan. That's not why I came here to LA either. Not to get arrested on the freeway and stand up for humanity and start to become a voice. Obviously, I didn't think I was going to start becoming a voice for this movement. I started to turn my outrage into action, and that's what these freeway actions were. We started with November 4th, it begins. That was really important. That was the first time we stepped out there on the freeway, and it was to inspire others to do the same, inspire others and show people what's actually needed to stop this regime. We can't rely on politics as usual. We can't go along with our days when there's women being under attack. Immigrants are being under attack, and now look where they're at. They're in cages, they're in concentration camps in the most horrific conditions. Protest as usual was just recently at Lights for Liberty, and I wanted to explode that people weren't acting commensurate with what was actually needed, you know? We had some candles, we're out here. What are we gonna do to get them out of these detention centers? Refuse Fascism had that answer. So we took to the freeway, we were arrested. November 4th happened, but did it happen? It didn't. Not enough people showed up. Not enough people to stay in the streets anyways. Not to do what was needed. So we got on the freeway again. This time with that banner, that 50-foot banner that said the Trump-Pence regime must go. Make our message a little bit more clear. Come on, guys. Inspiring people, trying to inspire anyone that felt the same way to get with Refuse Fascism, the only movement that's calling this what it is, the only movement doing what's necessary to drive them from power. And then we got arrested again. Now we are facing some charges. We already had the trial. It was a mistrial. Through this trial process though, as Michelle mentioned earlier, we discovered that the LAPD Anti-Terrorist Division sent a confidential informant into Refuse Fascism meetings. And we were surprised, but then we were like, not really surprised. It made sense how all 56 charges showed up at the same time, and why they're pursuing us so relentlessly. It's clear that it's a political persecution of Refuse Fascism and Revolution Club members. We put something on the line on the freeway, but now all of us need to put something on the line. We need to disrupt this business as usual and actually confront what's happening, actually confront these attacks that are happening every day. These children crying, I mean, come on, one more day of this is too long. We need to act now, we need to act now. I'm getting a little sidetracked, but the LA Times article that came out is really important. It shines a lot of light on this political persecution, and it immediately made the chief, one of the LAPD chief of police, try to cover it up immediately. And throughout this whole trial process, they've been trying to suppress this information. And now it's out in the public, now it's out in the media, and now people can really see what this government is doing. This fascist regime sending informants into Refuse Fascism meetings. I mean, that makes this so important that we need to continue this work, and we need to get more people involved in this movement. Go to refusefascism.org and get signed up, get organized, and let's drive out this regime.